Shades for your Halloween con cover. We're here with another episode of the test.
Fine, Hypothesis Rising. You okay, man? Fucking
Yeah, it was perfect.
started the episode just to fucking start throwing up or some shit? Like,
It was
my
perfect.
god. Alright, anyways. If you're stranded on a remote island with a stranger and you're both starving to death, but you find a secret stash of food that they didn't know about, would you share with them?
You would
Yeah.
say no. You would never say yeah. Come on, you can't let him survive. He'll eat you later.
I mean, honestly, if it came down to it, like, think about it this way. If it's, like, too terrible to, like, give up that food because, like, you think that if you had that food, you'd survive enough to get rescued, then, like, if that's the case, then you could honestly just eat the other stranger, too, like, after you feed them. So now you've given them the same amount of calories that you just given up, and you could still eat them.
If one had to eat the other, I would actually kill him. I just wouldn't eat him. I couldn't stand eating him. I don't care if it ruined two people.
Like, if it came down to it,
no.
if it came down to it and whoever was the last person, like, left, I'd be okay with, like, either me or the other person eating each other's corpse if it was survival.
Well,
like, that's just fine.
Like, if I would want to live, but I couldn't stand eating him, so I would just go to bed. I would just look around for foliage or something else, even if it was just leaves.
Something to, like, you'd eat grass before you'd eat,
Yes.
like, anything that might have some substance value to it?
More like I wouldn't want to eat a human being, even if they are dead. I don't care to eat meat when it comes off of a living thing without being treated. If it's not breaded and grilled and
Okay. It's not clean through the, like, FDA. Basically, it's your problem.
You're right.
It's not screened through the federal, or not Federal Drug Association. Not FDA, not FDA. It's not FDA though. It's God. I don't even. What's the department for? It's some agricultural food department. I don't fucking know.
Or something like that. I thought that was the F. No, I guess FDA. Direct Food.
FDA is the Federal Drug Association.
Oh.
So that's more health. That's healthcare.
Okay.
That's healthcare.
Well,
so,
you
like, I was definitely off.
That we're staying on.
Right.
And we've been saying
I would help.
Okay.
But I'd also kill them if they were to die. I'd also eat them if they were to die. Possibly kill them if they were likely to die too, but still. If you turn into an eagle for a year, but you wouldn't be able to turn back into a person for a year's past, would you do it?
Sure.
Live for an eagle as a year. Like, am I losing that year in my human lifespan? Because then no.
Well, yes.
But if it's just like I'm getting an extra, if I'm getting an extra year.
No.
If I'm getting an extra year just to live as an eagle.
This is saying that you're spending an entire human year as an eagle.
Just as, like, right, it's... I feel like that'd be a waste of your life, really. I feel like you could do a lot more as a human than you would be able to as, like, enjoy the experience of living as a hawk. Or an eagle, even. Because eagles are, like, they're scavenging birds. They're not really cool. Like, flying would be okay for the first couple days, but after, like, 4 days of flying, you'd be tired of being an eagle. No, I would not do this.
You remember in Breath of the Wild when people first learned how to glide, how fucking hype it was?
If you had the opportunity to earn riches beyond your wildest dreams by fighting a grizzly bear to the death using nothing but a machete and an army helmet, would you do it? Fuck no! No! I'm not,
Yeah,
I'm not dumb.
Well, actually,
this isn't even a black bear. It's a grizzly bear. This is a grizzly bear. If it was a black bear, then okay, like, I'm still, like, a major no. But, like, that's even somewhat, like, thinkable. But a grizzly bear, do you know how big a grizzly bear is?
What if,
go ahead.
It never says where you have to be when you do this fight. Could you just, like, be like, let me do this fight on a ship and then just run away? Because it never says you have to win. It just says you have to initiate a fight with a grizzly bear. Oh, no, it does say to the death. Fuck.
You have to beat him to the death. Yeah. That's the problem.
Well, what if
and that's the thing. It doesn't matter on the situation. Think about it. Climbing up a tree, Fucking grizzly. All bears can climb up trees, and a grizzly's big enough, it can pull the tree fucking down if it wants to.
Well,
So
it
trees
doesn't
ain't gonna
say
work.
when you have to do the fight. What if you get all your riches and you decide to make an entire fighting arena that's made out of just things that kill bears? Right? like,
That'd have to be one hell of a cage for you to be in the cage with a grizzly bear and to also
well, no,
survive.
it'd be like a Coliseum
And also it
situation,
says that
and
you
it would
have
just be like a
you have to use nothing but a machete.
You are only
you can
using
use
a machete.
nothing
You're
but a
using
machete.
the machete to pull down all the levers to activate all the traps. You're using the machete
shit.
to
I mean,
activate everything.
No. Even if I had if I had an army of 20 men, I still wouldn't want to fucking fight a grizzly bear. Pick one basic food item for the entirety of the year. Would you choose potatoes? Ooh.
No.
Okay, let me think about this. It's a heavy carb. Not much sustenance.
What are you, the Martian?
I mean, shut up. Fucking basic food. One basic food item. And you can eat exclusively that. So, I'm seeing this as you can only use the basic item. You can't use the main something that can be turned into other foods, like milk, how it could be turned into cheese, yogurt, whatever.
Okay.
I assume you can't use something like that. So I'm going to say, if it came down to it, I couldn't just eat just potatoes.
No.
I could eat potatoes for about half
I
a
would
year.
just say no in general, no matter what the rule is, because eating one food item just sounds like a pain in the ass, and I just don't care to do it.
If pizza screamed in agony every time you bit into a piece, would you still eat the pizza? Yes.
No.
I don't feel sympathy for pizza.
I would have
Your
to.
best friend
I would
got
have
it
to put
bit.
in gunshot headphones, or gun range headphones. You know those Mickey ear headphones?
If you right. I know what you're talking about.
Okay.
If your best friend got bit in the genitals with a highly venomous snake, and the only way to save their life was to suck the venom out of their genitals, would you do it to save them?
Wow, where we with this shit happen, huh? Hold on, because this is clearly you and me, right?
This was seen in a movie. Alright, let me ask you, would you blow me to fucking save my life?
It's not blowing
I don't think you would.
No!
It's to suck the venom out of the genitals.
Yes, that's not the dick, that's the balls.
Well, I consider it all just one giant mass of genitals, but sure. If it were to save someone's life, I guess, yeah.
Thanks for
Honestly,
saving me.
saving a life
Personally,
compared.
I would find you some better help because
Would you rather?
Because sucking out the venom in the first place is not really scientifically proven to effectively
Oh
work.
no, it's like a movie thing. But if it's like a situation where that is the real situation of it,
Oh, if it's yeah, I guess
then
that's
I
one way of
guess,
saying
sure.
it. Then I guess you're shit out.
If
I'm not doing it for you. But you said yes. So
I'm
you
thinking of
save
this in
me.
the movies. Right, I'm thinking, yeah. Honestly, if it was to save someone, yeah, I'd do it. That's a life compared to living with the idea that I did that, which isn't that bad. Was that question difficult to answer? Not really.
Not for you.
Do you feel mortal? No, because
Yeah.
I already have all my morals and policies and principles
No,
defined
mortal,
out, so
not
it's
moral.
easy for me to maneuver around these. As mortal, yes, I think that's
well,
what I said.
I thought you read moral, like you're doing good by
No.
your morals or something. I was like, no, it's not that.
Oh, no.
Okay.
Do I feel mortal?
Yes.
Yes. We're all mortal.
I don't know, Shadow.
Do you enjoy live
I keep
music?
being
This was the
reincarnated
same
whenever
question.
someone else goes out in the sun, so I don't know. I'm not sure if I'm mortal.
Well, if you're being reincarnated, you have to die first.
Oh, I guess that's
so yeah.
true. It's called hibernating.
Rebirth doesn't necessarily. Yeah, rebirth doesn't necessarily like it's free you from the other.
Okay.
Do you feel awkward when you dance in front of others? Yes. I did
Yeah.
it once when I was like 3, and I swore that I'd never dance again. Never. Do I
I
suffer
don't
from
know
an
if I
anxiety
do
disorder?
suffer.
Yes, I do. Do you ever feel depressed? Yes. You're
I,
not alone.
I feel like I'm
Do you
gonna.
feel relaxed? Not right now. I'm usually in a sense of tension, but overall I'm fine. Do you think I have a guardian angel watching over me?
No.
No. You ever hear your name being called when no one could have called it? Yes. Do you always look both ways before crossing the road? I
Yeah.
do.
Mostly because I'm in a car
Do you
more
wash
often
your
than
hands
not.
every day? Yeah. Probably wash my hands a bit too much. Do I feel uncomfortable using public restrooms?
Yes.
Um,
If you're not gonna go into it, I'm just gonna say
yeah.
that I will literally hold in the entire day if it means that if I know I'm gonna get home. Like, I don't care how fast I'm going through that
Right.
door. I will wait until I get back to the house.
Right. Um, public restrooms. For me, it's like I don't feel comfortable in them, obviously.
But
Like,
it's
I
you
feel more
using
comfortable
them.
in
It's
my
not like
own
just being in
restroom.
them in general. Because if
So,
it was just being in them, I'm not uncomfortable being in one. It's directly using one that is the problem with me.
even just using one, it's not a big deal to me. Like, it's a bit gross, but it's like, whatever. Do I feel uncomfortable using it? I'd say yes, because it's slightly uncomfortable, but it's not that big a deal. Is winter your favorite season?
Yes.
Fuck no. Spring is. Rain.
Listen,
Do I know
I never said
anyone named
I
Josh?
liked snow. I just said I liked winter for the deals.
Dude.
I'm a cheap ass, and I will buy
Right.
you
You like
gifts
the
aplenty.
fucking you like deals. Right. For me, it really is just straight up the rain, though. I love rain. Wondering why the last question was relevant? No, because I
No.
already forget the question. Are you allergic to any animals?
No.
Not unless you consider a bee an animal.
It is considered a fish, and you can
Have
have
you
a
ever
fish
thought
as a
about
pet.
it?
If you think about it that
Right,
way,
fucking
in the
California.
most roundabout way, technically, and there is such a thing as a bee farm.
Legally,
So you know.
yes, I know. Ever thought about an animal in a sexual way? No.
Not when they're
Have
not
you ever
when they're
been
on
in
all
love?
four legs.
Yes. I mean, yeah, if it's a two-legged bipedal animal with a consciousness, then called a human, then yeah, I'm fine with animals.
Well, no, no.
Would you
that
consider
would be
yourself to be artistic?
like when you think of animal, or you like how much fur are you thinking of? Because like an animal specifically should have plenty of fur, and if this bipedal animal you're
Well, not all animals have fur. First
okay,
off,
that's
and
true.
second off,
There is
I'm
lizards
just saying.
and there's
Yeah, right, there's a bunch of
amphibians.
animals that just straight up have no hair. And overall, I just consider, I don't know. Humans are just animals
Actually,
just as much as any other
question for
creature.
you.
So,
Would you do it?
that's it.
Would you do it with a bipedal frog?
What's a bipedal frog? Fucking crazy frog got into you? I understand.
I'm just thinking like that is the least hairy animal I can think of, and I just imagine like you like doing a frog would just be the weirdest thing ever.
I'm good on the frog people.
Would you consider yourself to be an artistic? Yes.
Actually, I do have a question.
What?
What have you ever thought of? Would a monster girl count as what would that count as in that discussion?
Well, it depends
Like
what
a
kind
shit
of
like
monster,
that
'cause
is?
there are plenty of monster girls who
Like
are
if it's
animals.
if it's a snake, if it's a snake
I would count
kind of
that as
monster.
an animal. I would count that as an animal girl. Like if
Right.
if
Then,
their
I consider that
looks are
just as like
considered
animal.
like all from
And
a
in that
specific like
case-
species of animal, then it's like
Let me ask.
Okay,
Okay, here I have the perfect comparison. mermaids. Like, people have probably
They're monster
I know
girls.
people have sexualized.
Easily.
Yeah,
Yeah.
mermaids are monster girls. So like, I know someone's attracted to that shit. So in
Yeah.
that sense, I guess I should have said yes. But at the same time, I don't think he was considering monster girls when he said animals. But
Well, no,
anyways,
because
doesn't
when we
matter.
say
Would you
monster
consider
girls, we're
yourself to be
specifically talking about
artistic?
anime, and in
Yes.
that instance, he's talking about
Oh
real
yeah,
animals, not the
Mon-
ones that are
like real
bipedal.
life, right? Would you consider yourself to be dominant in day-to-day life? In day-to-day life, yes.
No.
Feel like you've got too much time on your hands.
Nah.
Um, no, we're all extremely limited on our time. Can you be easily intimidated by others? No.
Yeah, I can
Are
be.
you easily excitable? Yes.
Yes.
Do you enjoy solving complex problems? Yes, absolutely. Do you have a difficult time relaxing? All the time.
Yeah, I
I
guess,
don't
yeah.
relax ever. Would you consider yourself to be high maintenance? If someone were to work on me and even working on myself, then yeah, I'd straight up, I'm high maintenance. I'm a lot to deal with. I can understand that. Do I trust easily? No. You consider yourself to be an honest person? I do. Have you ever told a lie? I have. Have you ever lied to your best friend? No. Have you ever lied to your family? Yes. Have you ever lied about any answers during the session? No. Anyone have any questions that have to do with lying? Nope. All very useful information. Cool. Are you a people pleaser? Yes. I like pleasing people, regardless of for what reason. I just like pleasing people. Enjoy being the center of attention? God, no. Feel like I got a good sense of humor? I can, but it has to be brought out of me.
You mean I
Be
have to
frightened
write?
easily.
So wait, hold on. You're telling me this entire time I've had to pay you $50 to get you to actually be a
You
comedian? What
fucking-
the fuck, man? You should have told me this
Like,
beforehand.
yeah. I charge $50 per joke. 'Cause that's my rate. $50 per joke. Fucking, do I frighten easily? No.
Yeah.
What was that?
Oh.
That sounds like the beginning of a carnival ride.
Yeah, seriously. Oh no, I heard
Hello?
floorboards creaking, even though I don't have floorboards. That's weird.
That was on. I wonder what that was about. Anyways, probably a good place to stop this simple segment of our questionnaire and move on to the gritty questions. Oh God. Yes or no answers. The next portion will be filled with various scenarios that will put you smack dab in the middle of vital choice making. We'll see how well you handle your options as you delve deep into each scenario. Okay. Remember, the key is to all this is answer honestly. Let's get started. Okay, I'm interested. Home alone, it's dark, it's stormy outside. All of a sudden, there's a knock at your bedroom door. Someone's in your house. What do I do? Item that can be used as a weapon. Ignore
Yeah.
knocking until it goes away. Ooh, okay.
I'm grabbing a
If
weapon.
I know I'm supposed to be alone, yeah, I'm grabbing a weapon. Like, you don't know. You don't know this, but literally in every corner, I have a weapon in every corner of my room, damn near, just
So
for
the
like
shotgun's in the
in
west
case
corner,
of
and then
something.
you have the pistol in the east corner, and in the
It's-
north corner there's the
I
bat,
got
and in the south corner there's a knife.
I have a got a machete like next to my bed. I got a sword on my wall. I've got knives on my bookshelf.
I like the idea that could you imagine you pull your sword like, I'm fighting with the enemy on my side, because you know the clip, I'm fighting with the enemy
I
and
got
God
the
on my
power of
side.
God. You're right.
Grab
Honestly,
that weapon.
it's the first one and then immediately the second one. So but first things first. Grab the closest item used as a weapon. She asked you for money. You meet a homeless woman on the street. She asks you for money. You finally within yourself to give her all the spare change you have. Just as you do, a homeless man approaches. If you can spare some change.
I would tell the man to ask the woman because I don't have shit.
I'll be honest. I've got nothing left to offer. And to be honest, I don't think I have to tell either. I don't think I have to tell the woman. I feel like I've seen it to where a lot of homeless people, they're understanding of other homeless people, and they'll share what they've got in general, just because it's of understanding. And I just tell them I don't have anything left. I gave everything
if
up.
I knew I had no change.
Really now.
Because in that specific instance, it's not like I'm being selfish or like, I only got $2 left. It's more like, I literally don't have shit. I gave it all to this lady. Go talk to her about it.
Exactly. I mean, you shouldn't just say to bug the lady about it. If the lady decides to, like, help out, that's her good deed for the day. Mine is, I wanted to help her in her predicament. I've given what I could. You can't ask for more than what you're able to give. Anyways, both your mother and your father are incredibly ill, life-threatening disease, and there's only enough medicine and facilities to save one of your parents until
you're gonna save the treatment.
Save your parents in time of essence. What do you do?
I imagine you're gonna be number
father,
4.
mother, split the medicine between the two, even though they both may die. Save the medical treatment for myself in case. So basically, pick sides. Try and be the universal good option, or be Gandhi and just take your sick family's medicine once you've contracted the same sickness that you wouldn't let them take the medicine for.
Because for me, I would definitely give it to my mother.
I mean, that was what I was thinking. I don't have any real reason to let my father or my mother die. To choose the situation that could kill both. This is the most neutral. For me, that's the thing. For me, like, my perspective of life is to be neutral with just about everything.
So why wouldn't you be
between the two?
Well, why wouldn't you be the last one? Because couldn't the last one be the one that gives you the most net wealth? Because if the third one could let them both die, then you're just wasting it, right?
Well, it could let them both die, but it could also. So, are you taking the medicine? Or are you taking the possibility of 2 alive people? I'd rather have the possibility of 2 alive people. And honestly, I don't care if I die or if I get sick. I'm just fine doing with what I can when I can.
Question: when do you want me to warn you about ending?
I think we should just push through on this episode a little bit. Find case money stuck inside a dumpster, 10 solid gold bars, and a vial of mysterious liquid. Under the vial it says, "The cure for cancer." What do you do? Keep the gold bars, give away the cure for cancer. Keep the cure for cancer, give away. Honestly, the cure for cancer is worth way more than any amount of gold bars.
Yeah, but at the same time, how much? I mean,
keep everything in place for yourself to use.
If you keep cancer, because you're not selling cancer. You're not.
That's the thing.
Okay, well, I totally.
You could.
I meant to say.
Great statement, man.
You're not selling
cancer.
You're not selling the cure for cancer. You're just keeping it in case if you need it. So I would keep the gold bars and give away cancer. They call it cure.
It doesn't say in case you need it. It just says keep the cure of cancer, but give away the gold bars.
Oh.
So give away the money in return for the cure of cancer. Which, again, you could sell that cure of cancer, and that would be worth way more. So, monetarily, the last one's the best, but it depends on what professional entity I give it to.
only do the second one. The second one, because keeping the cure of cancer and selling it is just too much of a bad guy, like that sounds
so much it's a very bad guy move to do.
Like, not that the gold bar is is the
Like-
perfect option? Like, because obviously the gold bars are from
There's
somewhere,
no
right?
problems with this. And giving the gold bars away and the thing where you're keeping the cure for cancer, like giving the gold bars away, you could like give them away to charity. And then now this one's a morally gray answer.
No, I don't think
This
I don't think
one's
the cure
kind
for
of just like,
cancer is
well,
the
this
worth
one
of
doesn't
a
have
few
any
gold
real
bars.
issues
I
in it
don't-
at
I
all.
don't think the cure cancer is equivalent to a few gold bars.
I'm not saying that they are. I'm not saying that
Oh,
they're
okay.
equivalent. I'm just saying in general, like there's good and bad within that answer, and like from my perspective, and I don't
Okay.
see one above the other.
I do too.
Alright,
I assume you're doing one or.
I'd give. Okay, not the entire case. I'd go with number 2, but I definitely give the cure to cancer to a specific entity. Depends on the entity, because the guy who gave away the cure for fucking what's it called? What's that one drug that's extremely expensive in America? The extreme insulin. The guy who invented insulin.
Oh, okay.
He was under public funding, so basically socialism. He was under public funding, and he sold the patent for insulin for $1. That way it could be because it's a universally needed medicine, that way it could be universally distributed to everyone, so no one's fucking dying from an easily cured disease now. Eli and Lilly and a couple others bought that patent, and now at one point they charge about $1,300 for a little bit of the drug when they paid $1 for the patent.
That makes sense.
So you know how they. Yeah, it does make a lot of sense, especially in America. But keep the gold bars.
I mean, and that technically is possible
What a
in
wasted
the second one,
opportunity.
because technically it never says who you had to give. It didn't say you just had to like throw it in the streets and just say Hail Mary to whoever gets it. You know, it just said you had to give it up to
I
somebody.
know the first one it said right. It just said somebody. That is basically the Hail Mary. The first one's like the professional entity. Like in the second one, you can make sure it is a professional entity, but it's like not guaranteed in that one.
Well, no, I think in
But
the
it could
first
be.
one it was.
You could give it to
guaranteed,
someone
it
else
just
who would
guaranteed
then
the
immediately.
essence of that professional.
Right. In the first one, it was guaranteed, is what I said.
Oh,
But in the
sorry, I
second
thought you
one,
did.
it's not guaranteed who you give it to.
Okay.
And I was like, well, in the second one, if you give it to just any random person, you could be giving it to someone who would then also just immediately charge for the cure.
Yeah.
So, like, again, that's not really a good answer. But anyways, I'm sorry, no, I shouldn't judge. You're stuck alone inside the house, you're starving to death. You've completely run out of food, no one's coming to save you for weeks. Only potential source of food around you is your family pets.
No. Well, okay, hold on. Wait,
no.
wait, let me.
I'd kill my pets and eat them to survive.
I'm doing number 2.
Well, if this is a survival thing, then this is back down to fundamental, like, caveman survival. Do you eat the animal and survive, or do you sit and die and let yourself be eaten? Simple.
I'm doing.
Connection or
2.
not, it doesn't matter.
I'm not touching them one bit.
Nah. It's unfortunate. The third one is like the least like ethic of them all, to be honest. Because while you don't want to kill them, you're just torturing your pets now.
Oh, wait! Actually, no, I do the last one. I didn't even read the last one. Because I don't.
Let my pets eat me
I would do
so
that.
they can survive.
Because if I know I'm not going to survive, like, this is a guarantee that either both of us starve.
No, it's not.
It says
No, it's not. It says that. It says the only
the first
potential
one
source of
says-
food. It doesn't say that you're going to die. It says that you are starving to death. But like, it's not a guarantee that you're gonna die. It's just that nobody's coming for you for a long time.
But you
So
continue
you
to
would
starve.
die. But if you were to eat your pets, you'd probably
Well,
continue
yes,
to
I'm
live
not
possibly
touching the
until
pets,
they
though,
save
so-
you.
But I'm thinking between 2 and 4, right? The difference is, do you
Right.
kill you and your pets, or do you just kill yourself? And I would go with 4 because the pets are the best ones.
Honestly, I think yeah, it's 2 and 4 are almost the same, except your pets are probably gonna starve before you. So this would be more of a
I would give.
let
I would
myself
definitely
like
give them
die
4,
while
yeah.
I'm fatty and meaty. That way
and
they're
I
still
give that to
alive.
them. That would be even if they wouldn't like it, you know, they would survive more, and they would probably eat me without like without throwing me up like I would, because I would not be able to eat a pet. Even if I did kill it, I wouldn't. That's the same thing with humans. It's not that I mean, I am somewhat concerned about diseases, but I just don't think my taste buds would be like, yeah, you can eat this. I feel like I'd throw it up immediately, and I just wouldn't be able to eat it, so it'd be a waste. Is how I feel. Like, I just don't imagine I could eat
I can understand
some
that.
living organism right after killing it.
When I look at the situation, for me, it's like, okay, would I be able to deal with the trauma of losing a pet if it meant survival? And the answer is yes. It's the same, like, there's multiple, like, ways to put that. It's like the same with family or anything else, or the stranger. It really doesn't matter. If it's just a possibility to survive, then yeah,
I feel
I'd
like
kill
if it
him
was
to survive.
random
Why am I not
animals,
surprised?
like let's say like for some reason there's random animals,
Oh,
maybe
like
I
random
could do it
animals
better, but the
outside?
fact that
Then
they're my pets, I would just know. That would never happen. I couldn't.
I feel like the pets would be the best case scenario, because think about it this way. You're not as likely to actually get a disease if you eat your pets, since you've kept them healthy.
I guess
You
it's,
somewhat
yeah.
know that that animal is the safest thing to eat probably immediately.
But at the same time,
Well, you could actually probably,
it's what I feel it's more of a situation of my taste where like I just know I couldn't eat my pets, but maybe if worse comes to worse, I could. Now I don't know guarantees, but there's a better chance of me eating a wild animal than me eating my pet.
I mean, I guess. I mean, I've eaten deer. We've shot and eaten deer, and that shit's fucking delicious. Yeah, fucking venison's awesome.
Your neighbor's home is on fire, blazing inferno among smoke. Amidst from the windows, you can hear screams for help coming from within, but you can't see past the flames. No one else is around, no one else is in sight. Around in sight. What do you do? Probably the first one? Because shouting for help.
Right, it's the only one that fully makes sense.
Like the first one,
call the fire department
is desperate, but I don't. It feels like it's a worse idea because if you're just shouting, it's worse than just calling.
Yeah, the second one feels as worthless as the fourth one.
So
and the third one,
yeah, the fourth one's worse.
I'd consider it.
I've seen people
I'd
do
consider
this,
the third
one. It's the stupidest shit ever. Like I don't care how good you feel afterwards. Your life is so much more at risk for you.
It's not about the good feeling.
Well, no, I know what I mean.
Yes, it's at risk, but it's not about the risk. It's about being willing to throw away your life in order to save others. Not caring that, yes, this may be the end of you, but it's about saving someone. It's not about the feeling of saving them either. It's about doing it because it's the right thing to do.
Ego. I was mostly pandering towards the idea of like someone doing it
I would. You're right. I'd call the fire department, and then I would also try and see if I could get into the house and rescue someone.
I'd only do one.
Because this isn't guaranteed to help. Like, one's guaranteed, but like I'd definitely try to help like 3. I wouldn't run into a burning home. That's obviously dumb. But like the idea of trying to still go in and help someone, yeah, I'd do that. I jump, be at the window to help someone if they want to jump, all of that. I'd do that. I like that. You're fast asleep in your bed and awoken by what sounds like a woman's muffled cries from somewhere in your room. Quickly realize it's coming from under your bed. What do? I get really fucking nervous because my bed's on the floor.
Wait, what? Hold on.
Jump out of.
Oh, that's
if someone's in your someone's under your bed.
I read that as red, not
it's
bed,
cut off.
Because, it's cut
off.
So jump out of red. What? Jump out of bed.
No, but you.
And
run out. I mean, jump up 4 is absolutely the most reasonable.
It's pretty reasonable. Yeah.
I feel like if if something's under your bed, I'd be jumping out of the bed and I'd be like out of the room or at least in a different corner room. Because that way, like, if I'm under the bed, I'm at the disadvantage. If I'm under the bed or if I'm on the bed and they're under it, I'm at the
Yeah,
disadvantage.
I was gonna say 2 seems
So
like
I'm just
worse,
gonna
'cause,
fucking
like,
dive.
that's
I'm
assuming that
diving
it's
off.
just your imagination. But if you know, because at this
If
point,
it's just your imagination, if you know, like, if there's like a mentally ill person just like under your bed, like crying, you don't know what that person has. You don't know what their intentions are. You don't know if they're okay or if like anything.
I would
Number
say
one thing to do. Get the
4
fuck
is
out of
easily
there.
the one I do. Looking under the bed is not. 1 and 2 seem kind of dumb, personally. Like, I guess 1 is like
Right,
the case
because
of it's
hiding
just
under
in
the
your head.
covers is just like the childish thing. It's like if the monster doesn't see me,
sorry.
like it won't hurt
Yeah,
me.
1 or 2. Those
That's
both
like
seem.
number 2's dumb.
And 1 is just
Number
like
1 is a bit also
it's
just
only in
dumb.
your mind.
Like
But
if
with
it
this
is
reasoning,
right, if someone is under your bed and they have like a knife and you're looking under the bed, that just feels like a number 1 way to have like a knife to the eye, and I don't want
Why
that.
are you assuming they have a knife? Because in this scenario, all you hear is that they're crying. So supposedly they wouldn't have anything.
A woman's cries.
Yeah, they're just under your bed.
It doesn't.
They
It
don't have a
doesn't.
knife.
Yes, which means it says you don't know why. They're just this random woman. You have no idea who they are, how they got there, when they got there, what they're doing. You just know that they're there. Like, I feel like number 1, it doesn't matter if you know they have a knife or not. You're immediately in danger of the possibility of them having something like a knife.
We both agree
Because
that
you
it's
just
4,
don't
but at
know.
the same time, you assuming they have a knifing, I just thought was presumptuous.
I mean, I just feel like it's the danger, like, reaction. If you're in danger, like, almost automatically. You could not be, right? It could be just, like, some weird situation where you're not in danger.
Yeah.
But 9 times out of 10, I'd say if you're in that situation where there's a random woman that somehow got under your bed who's randomly having a mental breakdown, I feel like that's a mentally ill
wait,
patient just, like, escaped somewhere.
Are you saying your bed is, like, it's not on, like, any frame? It's just, like, the spring box is just on the floor?
I don't even have a spring box. It's just a straight up mattress on the floor.
I've got all 3
Yeah.
layers, so someone could be under my bed, because my dogs have gone under my bed, but...
You're right. Man in a fancy suit approaches you while you're walking on the street. He pulls a watch out of his pocket and hands it to you. He claims it's when the watch starts ticking. He marks the moment time runs out on Earth.
Wait,
Uh,
your time, not time runs out. Did you read? You're speeding along.
Right. I'm
your
sorry.
time.
Yeah, I did see that as like the Earth's time. Like the entire Earth is just
Yeah, that's what
gonna,
I was.
like,
The
fall
way the
apart
words
or
you were
something.
saying, I'm like,
That's
wait,
how I
hold
read
on.
it.
Okay. So if it's your
I did
time,
forget to say
okay.
your.
Take the watch. I mean, you would probably take the watch, right? I totally see you doing 1. Like,
The day of my demise. If it's just the straight up day of it, then no. I don't really care.
okay, for me.
First off, this one seems kind of reasonable. 3 seems very reasonable if it's a real life situation. But like,
you already got 3 of them as a toy and a Happy Meal. I love. Okay, actually though, I do the 4th.
I like number 4.
The 4th was a joke.
Right.
You know, in my case, I'm gonna do the 4th
Well,
one because honestly, I would love to make that
Right.
joke if somebody came up to me and said, "This watch will tell you when you die." It's like, oh no, I got 3 of these in the Happy Meal. You want one?
Honestly, I would just decline the offer and keep for the watch and keep walking. I find it fine. I don't need to know when I die. It'd be cool, maybe, but it's just not important.
Yeah.
Plus, the time is different from the how. You're sitting at home playing a game on your PC when all of a sudden someone grabs and squeezes your shoulder from behind.
I'm not screaming. Spin around. I might spin around. I honestly might fucking
Honestly, spin around with a vicious elbow. That feels me. That feels immediately me.
Immediately jump. I'm not jumping. I'm not
Like,
jumping.
I feel
out of
like
this chair. Tell them to squeeze harder.
You can need a nice massage.
I'm doing 3. 3's definitely
Honestly, I
my
could
instant
see
reaction,
myself
just moving. If someone like
Is
came
this-
around me and started squeezing me, because no one
I'm-
around
right.
me knows to be present when they see me. Because if they sneak
Like,
up on
cautious.
me, I will hit them accidentally. No regards to who they are.
Right. Right, I
The
can
shadow
understand
will
that.
kick their ass.
I'd say I'd like immediately jump up and spin around with the vicious elbow. So honestly, I feel like this 1 and 3 are kind of the same for me.
No, because one specifically,
I probably
one
wouldn't-
specifically you're not going for an attack. 3, you're specifically going for an attack.
Right.
Right, is ZD, you're
Right, I
assuming
can-
someone's
yeah,
sneaking
right.
on you for, well, maybe not malignant reasons, but
Like
for unknown reasons that you are
malice.
concerned of.
You mean?
Yeah, Is it
I
malignant
don't
and
think you
malice the same
said
thing?
the right word. I don't think so.
I can Google it.
I mean, look up malignant. Malice is just someone's capacity to hurt someone else.
Yeah. Go ahead and keep going. We're at 40 minutes, I mean. So we both
spin around
attack.
vicious elbow. Sit in the bathtub, try to relax, and the hand emerges from the water.
I'm jumping out. I'm fucking leaving that shit.
Right, if I, like, imagine that, if you're taking a fucking bath and all of a sudden, like, a hand fucking, like, comes out of the water, or, like, actually, like, grabs onto you. Fucking, no! Hell no!
I like the idea of, like, if I was reading a doujin, I could totally see 4. 4 is such a Chad move. Like,
like, fuck you, demons. I'm gonna be your fucking demons tonight, bitch. Right, I like 3. I like 3.
Perfect. Now, I don't give a shit who this is. I'm leaving.
I'd probably kick it as I'm jumping out.
Definition of
Clever. Malignant. Yeah, bad making you fall in a deep dark hole. Man is sitting above you, looking down, telling you to put lotion on your skin while he watches.
Sir, I start lathering.
What?
You fall in a hole. He tells you to
I
put on
have
lotion.
since.
I'd say yes.
Where am I getting the lotion from?
He's giving you.
We
Presumably
got
he
out of
gives you
bed, right? Presumably. It doesn't say that anywhere. It just says that you somehow, like, he's telling you to put on lotion. It doesn't say if you even have lotion or not. It just says, like, he's telling you to do it.
I'm thinking
Also,
you
I like how you're just getting out of bed and there's a dark hole, like a black hole next to it. Like, all of this is just odd. So if it's that supernatural of an event where like a black hole opened next to my bed, and a man just suddenly randomly appeared next to that hole, yeah, I listened to him because that's magic. That is magic at that point. I gotta give it to him.
I'm doing 1 or 2. I'm doing 2. So I looked up malignant, and the first 2 things that came up were malevolent, and the second thing, like
right, that's nowhere near the same as malice.
And the other one was, and the second one's like of a disease, very virulent or very infectious, apparently.
Right.
Which that makes sense. I kind of.
Right, like I said, malignant's like malignant's very, very different meaning than malice. You're sitting at home alone, you suddenly feel the door slam, but it's before your eyes, you know no one's home. Could have been a gust of wind, what do you do?
Wait, what? All of a sudden,
okay, basically, you're home alone, a door slams shut, it's not the wind. You know it's not the wind, and you know no one's home. How did the door shut? What do you do?
Stay perfectly still and watch the door. Look for a weapon in the room. I'm watching the door. I'm not, because the door just slammed.
Yeah.
Presumably, either they just left or they just got in, and either way, I don't want to assume they got
or it's in. Like I think it's a demon or ghost is like the main like assumption of this question. Is like there's no one there. You are alone. And you know no one's home.
Run over to the door.
And you could have been a gust of wind.
Wait, what if you were just a dick and just ran right over and said, "No, open."
Fucking open. I need this open. I need circulation in my room, bitch.
No, I'm just saying, probably. Yeah, I guess one then. If in this scenario, it's supposed to be some some other body.
If it's like a poltergeist thing, like I said earlier, where it's like just a ghost being a dick, then yeah, I'm just gonna like stare
someone
at the door
you've known
like,
for many years. You've known for many years, but you have no attraction to. Oh, and tells you that they've had a massive crush on you for a long time. Ooh.
Okay. Since I'm in a relationship, if this was like, okay, I'm gonna answer this as if like I wasn't currently in a relationship, right? Like this is me in the this is me in the like the anime protagonist with the childhood friend that never wins. The childhood protagonist that never wins.
You're the person with the harem, but you don't want a harem, so you immediately say no to everyone.
Yeah. What do I do?
Tell them you're still. Oh wait, no.
Oh, tell them. Oh no, I thought it was like tell them that you are dating.
No, that's what I was saying too.
No.
If they want to be friends with benefits.
Want to be friends with benefits? No, I don't like. I like two, but at the same time, I don't feel like two's completely fair. Even if you don't necessarily feel it first, I give them.
Because personally, now
I give it one.
Well, no, I have no attraction. So, no, I'd simply say, if I had any attraction, I'd say 4.
Well, just because you have no attraction doesn't mean you can't feel attracted to them. And
what?
Like that's not.
I assume that
just because you don't feel attraction immediately doesn't mean that you can't or that you wouldn't. Like when I first met my girlfriend, I wasn't really attracted to my girlfriend when I first met her. But after a while of talking to her and like getting to know her and who she was, then yeah, I did start to feel really attracted to her. And that was like through our like the blossoming of the relationship, not so much that I immediately felt attracted.
Honestly, personally,
it is more fair to like. That's the idea of a date, is that you could see if you could see it happening. If you enjoy a date, then you like go on a second date, and like depending on how all that goes, then you could see if you're actually attracted. If it was just the fact of you didn't see it that way while you were like this.
I would have to choose.
Because there's situations where people like have best friends who like invest to them. But it's like, oh shit, I didn't even realize I felt this way about you until you came to me about this, right? Like that stuff can also happen.
Yeah. After you describe it, I will say now it's only between 1 and 2, but it's still 50-50 because it would depend on.
It's only one between.
Because I'm unfortunately I'm not gonna straight up say no. I guess I would say 1. Like, even if they weren't exactly my type,
right?
I would still give it the opportunity.
It's always fair to at least give them a chance. Yeah, a date is at least a chance to see like what could happen, to see what can blossom. You don't know what can happen.
I think the reason why I'm so 50-50 is because the fact that if I have no physical attraction, it means that I'm not into them whatsoever. Like, there's nothing about them, and physically does help a lot. Like, if they physically look quite attractive.
No attraction doesn't mean that just because you're not attracted doesn't mean that you find them unappealing. It could mean that you just never really thought of them in that way. You've never considered it. The thought hasn't crossed your mind yet. Just because you have no immediate attraction, like again, it could just be like, man, I just didn't think of it that way. But
I've stopped doing worse things if they've got tits. So honestly, it's still 50-50 for me. I will say my feelings if I'm horny.
If you're horny, really?
Yes.
It does start feeling like horny. The living room doesn't feel anything.
They had a crush on me, and they had tits for days. You know what? I'm sure. Yeah, let's go date. That's totally fine. But if they were complete flatboard, and I just like them more.
That's the determinator. That's the determination.
Yes,
if they have tits.
If that was the scenario, like if
oh
we're
my god.
face to face, yes. Now over text, it's completely different because I give everything the opportunity. But in person to person, especially if I know them for years, I would imagine unless if they're directly the opposite
Just
sex,
because you
or the same
right.
sex, like something I'm clearly not into. I've thought about doing so many things when I'm horny. So like,
Oh,
if I've
what?
been friends with a girl of mine, I would totally think of doing things with them over the years. I would have thought about it. So the idea
I
of having
mean,
zero attraction would mean that there's nothing that would even give me the imagination. So I would honestly flat deny them.
right. Okay. Let's think about this way.
Okay.
This childhood friend like predicament straight up.
Okay.
Like in anime, like the MC doesn't like has known someone for years. Doesn't mean that they're unattractive, like because the childhood friend's usually not unattractive. They're not a bad person. There's nothing wrong with dating them.
No.
But that person never felt attracted to them. But they might feel attracted at the mention, like when the idea is brought into their head. Like there's people like if you go as friends with someone for years, then your brain would just associate that as friend, not really romantic interest. Or at least that's how my brain works. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I just feel like it wouldn't really work out that well. I feel give everyone a chance and whatnot.
It's just the
Corner
specific
learning insecurity, anything
circumstances
with
of that
everybody's
question just don't really
escalating.
entitle me.
What do you do?
Like just knowing myself, I don't think I would give anyone I don't think I'd give the chance unless if I really thought it would work out.
Right. I mean, that's the thing. You can't.
Well,
That's the
let me
idea of
rephrase
the
it.
first date is
Like
that you don't know if it would work out
no, I
unless if you
realize
go
that.
on that first date.
I
That's
meant
what the
bad
idea
phrasing.
of the date
I had
is.
bad phrasing. I meant to say that if I thought I would be forcing myself by any means beforehand, then I wouldn't entertain the idea.
But let's say it's just someone you never thought of, just never came into mind that they could like be attracted to you. You couldn't like be attracted to them, but they come up to you and like randomly ask you, like, can we be on it? Like you never thought that you couldn't be with them, but it's just like subconsciously there. But then they ask you if you would. Is it an immediate like no, or would you give them a chance to like see if it would work, even if because you don't know like the situation now? It's a new situation either way,
I would say,
so you'd at
I would
least
say I
let's
would
give it
go,
a chance.
if you've ever seen Todaro,
I'd give it a single date.
I would, I'm just gonna say I'm flattered.
A single date. Right, just a single date would work for me. If it's anything more than that, then probably not, but
So
like
after
that's
that
my take.
question, your dog
Right,
starts randomly
that went a
barking
bit too
in
long.
the darkest corner of the living room where there doesn't appear to be anything there, but the dog insists on escalating to growls. I stand and stare at the corner.
Try to calm him.
I'm gonna trust my dog.
These.
I'm gonna trust my dog.
I mean, I try just because I'm gonna trust them, but I'm still gonna calm them down because honestly, I don't care if there's something in that corner. I just rather pet the dog and make them quiet.
Personally, I
Massive
think if
spider,
you just try to calm it down,
room the
you're
size of
assuming
your
there
hand.
can't
What
be
do you
anything
do?
there, which I mean,
Grab something bigger to smash it.
and so I just don't think I could dismiss the dog. I would have to entertain the idea slightly.
Right.
Grab something. Oh, wait,
Try to capture it alive for science.
Oh no,
Massive spider the size of your hand.
I'm smashing it.
Yeah, just grab something bigger to smash it. That's not a big deal. Your closest family member tells you that they're a serial killer. What do you do?
My closest. Okay, question. Does closest mean that you are direct? Because when I think of closest, I'm thinking two things, right? I'm thinking either
your closest, like emotionally respond, not like your immediate family, like your mother, like father, sister, brother. It just means like who you're.
Okay.
No, just like who's the closest in like personal relationships.
Okay, if I really care about it, then
I'm more of a try and convince them that they need help kind of person. I'm a 3 or 4 kind of person.
I'm gonna do. In this instance, it would have to be my mother, and I would definitely say 3. I don't give. I would ask for information and try to help as much as I could. I don't care if I also go in. If they're that close to me, I'm going to try to protect them. Now, if it was just like
No,
if it was like
honestly, if
you,
someone
like if it
makes,
was just
if
you
some,
and we were
right,
like amazing friends for 10 years and you killed someone, I'm sorry, man. Unless if I would probably ask for information and then make an
right,
educated decision. But if after that, it's like it would still be a really hard debate. But if it was like my mom, I would
right,
say no.
right.
I'm helping this. It doesn't matter what's the case.
Yeah, no, fuck that. For me, it's like your actions are your actions. You live with them by yourself. Like like I don't really think any different of you. I guess. I mean, you're probably more dangerous if anything, but honestly, I don't really care. I just try and convince them that they need
Well,
more
it never
help.
says that they're gonna escalate by any means. It's not
I'm
like
not,
they're.
I'm
Oh
not
no, I
saying
guess. Oh no, it does say
right.
there's serial killer. Never mind. It's not that. It's just shit. I thought, because I thought in the instance that they killed one person and that they're trying to
No,
hide
a
from it.
serial killer.
Shit. Okay.
No.
No. If it's specific, they say it's a serial killer, right? Like, because if they just said they
Right, that's
killed
someone that's
someone,
killed multiple
yeah, then
people.
I guess I'd say no more details. I'm
That's
sorry, that's not. I can't. There's no way I can hide all the
yeah.
bodies.
I can't help you. It's not really worth it for
I'm
me to
not.
get
Yeah,
involved, anyways.
yeah, that changes from
Look,
one.
you just need help.
Because if it
You
was,
just need
at least
help.
if it was just one body, we could try to hide from that, or I can make up an account that would cover their ass. But if it's multiple bodies and all these things, there's way too many things that I could get caught up in a lie, and I would get caught so easily. You just can't win with that. If you found out that you had one day left to live, what would you do? Don't tell anyone, just act as if nothing's changed. I'm sticking with my answer, nothing's changed.
I mean, honestly,
I think you're one.
I
I think
could
last time
get
you
this.
said one.
Right. I didn't get we didn't get this exact question, but we got something
No,
very similar
similar.
that this was kind of an answer. But I
I
feel
think
like
it
I'm
was.
definitely 1 or 3 because like 3 I can understand. Like I'd be fine with it, and I would just act as if nothing's changed. But at the same time, I would tell the people around me that I love you, don't be sad, whatnot. Like to say goodbye, I find to be much more important for helping the others around me get over my death. I'd rather just make it easier on others to deal with my shit than to have them just be randomly sprung upon it,
First, I only could do 3 because I wouldn't be able to handle with all their emotions, even if they did need to be dealt with. I couldn't handle them
Honestly, I'd
myself.
just honestly, if my family freaked out because I told them I was gonna, I'd just say shut the fuck up. I don't care. Just can we like at least just spend this moments like just enjoying ourselves? No, I don't really care enough to like
We're
panic.
at 15 minutes,
Just
right?
keep going.
If you were,
What?
if one of your pets
Pets
started
started speaking
speaking
and
to
told you that
you,
they got a dire warning and that they were gonna die if you didn't let them eat all the ice cream in the freezer, what would you do?
sure.
Go lay down.
I
I'm
would give them
obviously
all
too
the ice
fucking
cream.
high
Do you
for
want
this
to know
shit.
why? Do you want to know why?
Right.
Do you know what? Do you want to know why? I've got a very smart
Why?
answer.
Why?
Because there's no ice cream in my freezer, so they got all of it. There is no ice
I
cream to
mean,
give, so it's like, sure, you can have all the ice cream, it's fine. You got it all already, because there's nothing.
one of my pets started speaking. I'd be more concerned of like how they started speaking. I'd be like, okay, cool that you got the ice cream. How did you start speaking Fido? Like, what's up? I'm laying back down. I'm too high for this shit.
What will happen next? Who could know? That's the question. But I am gonna have to call it here. If you enjoyed this video, do that stuff on screen. If you have any questions, then in the comments below, or to our Discord server, there's link in that in the description and our about section, as well as our other medias in those 2 same locations as they're associated. On the left is a recommendation from YouTube, and on the right is the series in its entirety of Connor's playthrough of all the tests. And we'll see you next time, fellow Shades.